The stands are packed. Hope you've got a good seat, but I promise you, you're only going to need the edge of it. It is the Jnr TKM O Plate final. Reggie Dewey, reigning champion, on pole position. Oliver Richardson alongside him from Oliver Stewart and Zach Oates. Louis Harvey and Jack Saunders from Charlie Webb and James Barty. Alistair Cresswell and Harry Yardley-Rose. Then Connor Kearney, Spencer Lane, Morgan Kidd and Aston Wigley. From Raystrick, Nicholson, Higgins and Saunders. Plenty of top quality talent in the field. Reggie Dewey, though, goes off from pole position. Last year's surprise O Plate winner. He wants to make it back to back. Here we go. And Reggie Dewey holds the lead to the inside line. Zach Oates trying to come round the outside. He obviously wants to emulate Abby Pulling and make it back to back. Grand final, elite final winner and O Plate winner. But Reggie Dewey's going to be a hard man to beat. He leads in the early doors, and Oliver Stewart has come up into second position in front of Oliver Richardson.
Jack Oates looks like he's lost a couple of places early doors, won the elite final. Only one driver in history has won both the elite final and O Plate on the same day. That was Abby Pulling 2 years ago, and Zach Oates tried to emulate what she did. He's got a great chance of doing it because he is on fire today, but he's lost places at the beginning, but gets back into fourth now.
But I tell you what, Reggie Dewey leading the way. He is Mr. Versatility, if you ask me. No matter what class you put him in, he will be a front runner. He proved that in the final weekend of the British Championships last year at PFI when he did TKM, Rotax and IAMI all in the same weekend. This guy is so quick, and in TKM he is an absolute natural.
Over 150,000 of you watched that race, by the way, and who knows, maybe we'll get the same for this one, because this one looks like early doors. It's boiling up to be something special.
So Reggie Dewey out in front of Stewart and Richardson, wheel to wheel on the grass, a little bit there from Harry Yardley-Rose, just about saving it. He's recently taken a victory in the British Championships, of course, in his first final win of the year. So Harry Yardley-Rose struggling in this one, as there goes Morgan Kidd battling away with Alistair Cresswell as they go on the outskirts of the top 10. Morgan Kidd is in P10 at the moment, Cresswell trying to come through. So this is going to be a really exciting duel all the way through. Dewey, Stewart, Oates, Richardson, Webb and Louis Harvey, and we are just getting started.
Harvey Cole's up 7 places early doors, starting P22 up to 15th, see what he can do from there as they go through Derrick's, the bus stop. That is the E Plate. Zach Oates saw him win the elite final comfortably earlier on. This is going to be a whole different ball game though. Dewey, Stewart, Oates, and then Richardson, the top 4, and then chasing from the rest is Louis Harvey.
There's a little
Charlie
bit of
Webb in the mix as well.
There was a little bit of a nudge there behind Morgan Kidd. That was Josh Raystrick battling away with Aston Wigley, and they got very close together, hitting that wet patch on the outside of the corner, just about managing to avoid any shenanigans. But that is Charlie Webb on the back of Louis Harvey as they battle through Stowe Corner, up towards the Willows.
Yeah, battle for 5th. There you go. That's the graphic. So battling for 5th, but they've got a bit of, well, what's that? Good 12-15 kart length to make up to 4th. So at the moment it's Dewey, Stewart, Oates and Richardson, but anything can happen.
Yep, this is the TKM Festival weekend. It's the O Plate Grand Final, and this is Kim Bolton. You never know what's coming around the corner as Reggie Dewey goes very wide out of the turn. Thought for a moment that Oliver Stewart was going to go through, as a big lunge from James Barty. He gets through on the inside there of, I think that's Connor Kearney, who has tumbled all the way down the field to 9th position. Connor Kearney not having the greatest of runs in this one, really struggling. He started, of course, only 7th, but was one of the favourites to try and make up on program. Another big move from James Barty. This time he gets the move on Jack Saunders. Brilliant bit of racing. But up at the front, it is Reggie Dewey leading in front of the Haggis himself, Oliver Stewart, in 2nd position. Don't forget to like and subscribe, hit the notification bell, and you'll never miss a brilliant race of action. In front of them, that is Harvey Cole pulling out. Harvey Cole retiring. He's got a mechanical problem after such a hard jump. Haggis goes through on the inside of Dewey. Oliver Stewart takes the lead in front of Reggie Dewey, and Zach Oates through in a 2nd place as well. Now Zach Oates going for the lead on Oliver Stewart. 2 lead changes in 3 corners.
And there comes Dewey up the inside of a 2nd. Fantastic move into the Willows by Reggie Dewey, so recovering a place at least, and Stewart goes from 1st to 3rd.
So now we've got 3 different race leaders. Reggie Dewey leading the first 4 laps, then Oliver Stewart taking the lead at the end of lap 5, and we're on lap 6 now, and Zach Oates has hit the front for the first time in this race. Can he do the double?
2013 we saw the greatest kart race in history, the Jnr TKM Elite Final, this Jnr TKM O Plate Final here at the festival, as Louis Harvey recovers the position for 5th. This one could match that, could even beat it. It's a cracking race so far, no change of the leader this time, but Zacco, it's a battle of the letters out front. 32 looking for the spot but can't get it done. That's Jack Saunders, the E Plate, the English champion. That denotes him as the English champion. The O Plate, it's not a zero, it's the O Plate for Reggie Dewey, the British Open champion. So E Plate and O Plate out front, first and second.
Louis Harvey leading the chasing cavalry in 5th position in front of Webb, Barty, Saunders and Kearney. Spencer Lane trying to get into the mix there as well, trying to hold on to the tail of the train. Then it is Alistair Cresswell and a big move back. Dewey back to the lead on the inside of Oliver Stewart, who took the initial lead away from Oates. We missed that one. Oates had got through, but now Stewart passed him, and here comes Oliver Richardson through into 3rd position as well. So the race leader, Zach Oates, down to 4th place as Dewey gets back in the front.
How many overtakes do you like in your motor racing? This is unbelievable stuff. It's a cracking race so far, and still 6.5 minutes on the clock.
Well, Haggis is going to try again on Reggie Dewey. I almost called him Oliver. Oliver Stewart is Haggis. You know he is because it's written on the back of his overalls. Now Louis Harvey in front of Webb and Barty. Connor Kearney is up to 8th place, having got past Jack Saunders. Saunders is still giving him plenty of hustle. Reggie Dewey still leading. Haggis doesn't go for it this time. Oliver Stewart in 2nd position. That's the move from Charlie Webb, though. He gets past Louis Harvey, and so too does James Barty. So great racing in the front and in 5th.
One of the tallest drivers in the field is Oliver Richardson in 3rd. Charlie Webb, the smallest driver in the field. Look at him. You can see in his car, he's about the size of a cadet. But he's absolutely tiny compared to Richardson. Must be a foot shorter than Oliver Richardson on the 8 kart there.
Very true, but Reggie Dewey's not exactly the tallest driver in the field either.
That's true, he's not.
He's very much Mr. Versatility, as I've called him. He's back at the front again. Oliver Stewart, who's not long out of cadets himself, of course, Oliver Stewart. He's, I think this is only his 2nd junior season, Oliver Stewart. He's certainly not been in it very long. Up the inside, nice move from Oliver Richardson as he goes into 2nd position. Now he's charging after Reggie Dewey. So the battle for 2nd position, charging after the reigning O Plate holder, Reggie Dewey. Up the inside, Stewart is going to get into 2nd place. Oates goes through into 3rd place. Oliver Richardson's chance for the race lead has slipped a little. 5 1/4 to go.
That's about 30 overtakes we've seen in this race overall so far. Stewart trying to hold on to 2nd. Dewey getting away. That's 3 or 4 kart lengths. You don't want Dewey to have 3 or 4 kart lengths in front of you. They've got to work together and close him down. They can't allow him to get away.
Reggie Dewey with a big lead threatening unless these guys start to join forces. 5th place now is James Barty. So he's got through on Charlie Webb and Louis Harvey. And now there's the move from Oates. Richardson might try and get through as well, and he has. They need to stop this. They need to join forces, or Reggie Dewey's going to run away with it.
Yeah, but then again, Zach Oates does not want to be sitting there in 3rd or 4th place. He wants to be in the box seat, 2nd place, and enabling himself to chase down the leader. He can judge what he's doing based on where Reggie Dewey is braking. Have a look at him, see where he's strong, see where he's not so strong, and then close the gap.
The best kind of kart racing there is. Win it or bin it scenario. There's no championship on offer for this one other than the honour of running the O Plate in TKM for the next 12 months. It is the Indy 500 of TKM racing, and it is absolutely sensational at the moment. Dewey, Oates, Richardson, Stewart, so close together. Then Barty, then it is Webb in front of Saunders. Harvey seems to have gone down the field. Yes, he has. He's just made them place back on Spencer Lane to get back up into, well, what is that, 8th position, I think. No, 9th, my apologies. Connor Kearney makes the move on Saunders now to get into 7th position in behind Charlie Webb, and straight back up the inside. Saunders takes him back.
We haven't counted the overtakes, but it's unbelievable.
It's got to be in the 40s
so
now.
Far.
Here we go again. Up the inside,
2
Kearney
more.
and Harvey both get past Saunders on this occasion. So it's got to be in the 40s now for overtakes. Brilliant racing everywhere you look. That is TKM all over.
If you love motorsport, you love 4-wheel motorsport, and you've never seen karting before, this is your first time. This is what it's like all the time in karting. Overtakes constantly as the 11 Spencer Lane makes a place now. Another overtake.
Yep, that's at the expense of Saunders. Here we go for the lead. Zach Oates gets through, and Richardson trying to come back on him, and Reggie Dewey has got back through. Richardson into 2nd as a result of all of that. Oates down to 3rd. Stewart is there in 4th position. Absolutely sensational. 95,000 people treated to the best form of motorsport on YouTube, and here we are again, close to 100,000. We're going to get there with this kind of action. action. Absolutely brilliant. Reggie Dewey is your race leader. Zach Oates down to third behind Oliver Richardson. Oliver Stewart is there in fourth place.
I'll tell you what, whoever wins this race, and Richardson goes for the lead. Another lead change.
That's the first time he's led the race. Richardson finally gets there. That's Ben Watson
out.
So Watson has lost it in Derricks. He's going to try and get going again. Richardson finally hits the front of this race. Dewey's down to fourth behind Oates and Stewart.
I've always said, Jake, in the coverage that we've done over the years, particularly now that we're on YouTube, in the highest possible quality, the main thing we deliver is memories for these drivers. Whoever wins this race will be able to look back with their grandkids sitting on their lap saying, just watch what your dad did 30 years ago.
Looks like we had a problem there for Dominic Roberts. The 14 was slowing there, and unfortunately his very impressive wicket, there he is, Dominic Roberts is cruising back to the pits. His race is over. What a shame for Dominic. It's not been a great season for him in terms of his reliability or his luck, but he's got the speed to move forward. Now Zach Oates is going with Oliver Richardson, trying to stretch out the gap to Dewey and Stewart. That's going to be an interesting strategy because these two, of course, are teammates. They've got to join up and work together to get away. But it's going to be very treacherous once they start battling. There are no teammates when there's a lap and a half to go. You've just got to go for it.
1.5 minutes. There's a bit of a gap developed between Richardson and Oates out front, and Dewey and Stewart now. Look at that 4 or 5 kart lengths. Dewey working hard to get that gap back. Stewart will work with him. He'll know Stewart. This is all about winning this event on the weekend. There's no point in trying to battle Reggie Dewey at the moment. They need to get closer, and they are getting closer.
And that's why Zach Oates is going for it. He knows that they're going to be reeling each other in, so now he goes round the outside to try and go right round the outside of Stone Corner. They rub wheels.
It's the Lewis Elton move, Jake, and he makes it work.
Oh, lovely. Richardson has to run wide in order to stay in contention, and now Dewey's going to get up the inside to second, Stewart up to third.
That is brilliant by Zach Oates. A brilliant piece of driving through turn one.
I
got
never
the lead. Can he hold on?
I never thought I'd see the Lewis Elton move ever again in the TKM Festival weekend. I thought that was a one-off.
You were doing the same commentary as well.
Zach Oates has pulled it off. Absolutely amazing run to the lead. Dewey in second, third Stewart, fourth Richardson, and watch out, here comes James Barty in fifth position. He's trying to charge his way through as well. Up the inside comes Dewey, takes the lead, they bang wheels, Richardson through into the lead past Stewart. Barty into third position. Oh, this is amazing. What? Dewey now side by side with Barty. Oates trying to come through as well. Dewey back in a third position on the inside of Barty, and Oates goes with him.
And Richardson made up 3 places through turn 1 to take the lead. Jake went from 4th to 1st.
Oh, Dewey's got a front fairing issue.
Oh,
Dewey's not going to win the O Plate again. His front fairing is dropped by the look of it, so he can fight for the win on the road, but he won't clinch the victory because he'll get a penalty.
He may not know that. Well, he may have run into something, but he may not know there's a penalty. He won't know for sure.
He's got to just keep going.
He's got to keep going.
Here he goes
as well.
in second. Oh, contact with him and Oliver Stewart down the straight. They've lost momentum. Stewart trying to stay on it. We're into the last lap, and Richardson leads. Dewey tank slaps it up the inside of Oates to get the place. Stewart on the inside. They rub wheels. They're absolutely locking, and they've come together. Oh, Oates and Stewart, look at that. They rub wheels, and they've both joined the scene of the incident on the outside. Barty and Webb have gone through, and that's their chances of winning over. So now it's a straight fight. Well, no, it isn't, because we know that the O Plate's going to get a penalty. So Oliver Richardson, he's going to come through to win it.
Richardson doesn't know that, though, Jake. On the last lap, last few corners, we've lost the camera in Kestrel Corner, by the way. Had a battery
Oates
issue.
is in trouble.
Oates
is
in absolutely gutted.
Here we go, Richardson and Dewey to the line. It's going to be Richardson, and he's done it. Richardson absolutely bouncing for joy in the kart, jubilant, and with Dewey picking up the front fairing penalty, it is of course really pleasing to see Richardson win that race in a straight fight on the road rather than be handed it by a penalty. So Richardson is your winner, Charlie Webb second from James Barty, Harvey and Lane promoted into the top 5, Oliver Stewart so close in 6th position to winning the O Plate, but that goes to the man who also set the fastest lap, Oliver Richardson.
What a race, eh? Really close. You've been in there racing all weekend, and this was so close again.
Yeah, we had a bad pre-final, so that put us back where we started, but we were just getting closer and closer as the race went on, and then Ollie and Zach had a crash, and then we just managed to get through, so yeah, good race.
Yeah, good race for you then, well done. You were very much in the action there.
Yeah, we had a good battle with Jim at the last lap. and didn't have the best of pre-final, so I had to push my way through the pack and got second. And I'd just like to thank Precision Racing, my dad on the spanners, and my mum.
You just hung on there to get the title. Great race.
Yeah, we kind of had we had a decent start, not a lot of pace at the start, and then pace kind of came through towards the end, and then managed to get it with about 2 laps to go.
So great result for you, and obviously Reggie Dewey right on your bumper, but you hung on there.
Yeah, I managed to hang on in the last few corners at the end, and I'd just like to thank my family for all their support and everyone at Talco and Alan Turney for all the help.
Coming up in the final part of this programme, it's the last race of the weekend. It's the TKM Extreme O Plate, and you won't want to miss that.